To the class of 1990, 34 years ago, you began your first year at the new Redeemer College campus located here in Ancaster. It was exciting to be in new facilities, even though part of the building was not yet completed. For example, the auditorium and the gymnasium was still under construction when we moved into the building. You moved into new housing and onto a campus lacking many of the basic amenities you would expect at a university. For me, as a faculty member, I was really pleased having new, spacious laboratories, since having taught for 1 year at the old Beach Boulevard campus, our lab was the kitchen. During your 4 years at Redeemer, you received a solid, Reformed, Christian, biblically based education with a strong foundation in Christian worldview. But in addition, you also received an informal education in learning how to live with others, learning how to cook. You developed lasting friendships. Some of you found your spouses here at Redeemer. I'm sure you have many good memories from your time at Redeemer. Who still remembers being in the cafeteria and hearing "spicy fries number 2" or having a bowl of thick green pea soup prepared so lovingly by the Dutch ladies in the kitchen, and being greeted by President de Bolster, "So good to see you," as you walk down the hallway? I fondly remember the time that Letitia and Alma brought a cake for my birthday in September to the organic chemistry class, and sharing that with the rest of the class as we took a few minutes out for socializing together before the lecture began. And do you remember our early computer system? We actually had an arrow on the wall near the elevator that was either up or down, indicating the status of our computer. No fancy projectors back then. We used the state-of-the-art overhead projectors and had to make transparencies of our lecture notes and any diagrams we want to show. Oh, how things have changed. 30 years later, you are now in your 50s. Many of you have your own families. Some of you may even have children at Redeemer or have graduated from Redeemer. 2 of my own granddaughters, Laura Caterberg's oldest, Aaron and Nicole, have graduated already from Redeemer, and we now have 5 other grandchildren attending Redeemer. In those 30 years, Redeemer has changed its name 3 times. First from Redeemer College, then to Redeemer University College, and finally to the current Redeemer University, as institutions in Ontario, as well as the government, recognized the solid education that Redeemer was providing. What a blessing to have a Christian university. I trust that what you have learned during your 4 years at Redeemer has been a powerful influence in your life. Many of you are now active leaders in your respective communities. But the world today is also much different from the world of 1990. Just think of the rapid developments in technology. The fact that you're able to hear me speak to you for your special day. Social media were unknown back then. The cell phone wasn't even really invented yet. But the world has also changed in other ways. Our continued reliance on fossil fuels has created a changing climate that we also need to address. And that must be addressed by your generation and your children's generation. And for that, the world needs Christian leaders with a vision for justice, for creation care, for a different view of economics, and for insights as to how this can be achieved. Are you up for the challenge? Thank you.